I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now.
Hello everyone, it's Sunday again, which means another Annabelle Talks video. If you've been following me over on my Instagram, which is also Annabelle Talks, you will see that we've been discussing irregular periods this week. Irregular periods can be caused by, a wide range of things. So try not to stress about it. If you've recently started your period, it's very, very normal for your periods to be irregular, especially, up until the first year even, I would say, they can be very irregular. 1 month, you may have nothing for a couple of months after you've just recently started, and just don't worry about it. Obviously, if you're concerned, just go speak to, your doctor about it, but I can assure you that it is normal for your periods to be irregular because, your body is just getting used to all the hormone changes and everything that you're going through. So there's some weird noise in my kitchen again. Stress is also, it's pretty much the #1 cause for irregular periods. So if you have, for example, a stressful job, or you're still at school and you're stressed with exams or things like that, you may notice some changes within your periods. And again, that is completely normal. But obviously there are ways that you can go about that to try and prevent your periods from being irregular, decreasing your stress in your life. It's easier said than done, I'm fully aware. Unhealthy habits with your food. So if your diet is all over the place, that can also contribute to your irregular periods. I don't know what your diet is like personally, but mine is all over the place. I'm very much an all or nothing person. I go days where I eat just anything and everything in sight, and then I have days after that where, I could easily live off, an apple and a bar of some sort and be fine for the day and not feel hungry. So that is just me, but that I know is also not a healthy way to be when it comes to your food. So obviously listening to your body is key, but it's also making sure that you have, everything that your body also needs. So listening to your body is, and I don't know how to explain it, because if you fully listen to your body and you're not hungry or you're stressed, which is then causing decrease in your appetite, obviously then you don't want food, but not having food is also not healthy. So it's just understanding your body and knowing what it needs, but also listening to it as to what you actually want as well. But if you want pizza every day, obviously that's not healthy either. So just pay attention to your diet. You can also see a doctor or a nutritionist to get advice from them as well if you're struggling. Exercise also can contribute, and this can also affect your, Jesus, I don't know why I had an alarm set then. That scared the life out of me. Oh my days. What was I saying? Yeah, so my pain also, I feel my period pain is affected by my exercise. Also my food, but I'd say mostly my exercise. If I don't exercise for months, is what I was trying to say, for months in a row, I find that often my period pain is worse in those months, and the exercise and the movement of your body really, really helps. I've spoken about this previously in other videos as well, but it honestly is a key thing when it comes to your periods, and also the regularity of your periods as well. It does seem to have an effect. And you may also notice that if you're one to exercise all the time and you suddenly go down with I don't know, an illness, or you've got a cold or something, and you stop exercising, or you're just tired and you're exhausted and you can't be bothered, and you go through a phase where, I don't want to exercise, you may find that your period around that time is also different, because it's not what your body is used to. So just bear that in mind, that exercise can also mean that your periods may change if you change your exercise routine. Not saying don't change your exercise routine and don't have breaks if you want to exercise, you know, nearly every day, and you suddenly think, actually, you know what, I want a week off, and your periods are then affected. Don't feel, you know, bad that you've taken that time off, because again, listen to your body and what your body needs. And if you need time off and you don't want to exercise today and you're going to push it till tomorrow or even next week, absolutely fine, because you need your rest as well to keep your body going and to recover. But it's just something to bear in mind when it comes to your periods and the regularity of them and all of that, and the pain as well. If your hormones aren't balanced out, that could be another thing to cause irregular periods, and that is probably something that I've advised quite a bit in my book about all of this, but again, at the end of the day, if it's something that you're really concerned about, go to your doctor and they'll be able to advise more. The contraceptive pill is also another alternative to try and balance out your hormones if you can't do it naturally. That again is a whole other story when it comes to pills for me, because that just personally messed up my body even more. But some people are thriving off it, and you know, we are all different. But yeah, so the final thing I've noted down is just that to speak to your doctor, because also medical conditions or an infection of some sort can also cause irregular periods. Mine seem to be balanced out now, but they didn't used to be, and I do slightly blame that on my endometriosis. This month as well, I was a week later than what I normally am. So again, every month will be can be slightly different. It's not that, you know, your period was on the 1st of every month. It doesn't work like that for many people, but it also just takes time to get to know your body. I thought I knew my body really, really well, and I've got a tracker app on my phone, which I've said again in previous videos, but I find that really, really helps, because I know roughly when my period is going to be, and I'm normally exactly 3 days earlier than what my tracker app says. So, you know, it's easy to work out for me. And this time I think I was 3-4 days later than what the app actually said, which meant I was basically a week late from what I normally am. So you just never know. I mean, I probably would put that down to stress just for the last month for me. I've had a lot going on, but yeah, honestly, it could be anything. So just look after yourself, and that is what I want you to take away from this, and just to be aware of all the little different things that could cause irregular periods. But please go see your doctor if you are concerned, because I'm not a professional. I'm just giving my own personal advice and stories, and obviously, you know, it's great to do that. Hence why I'm doing this, is because I love learning from others and hearing their stories, and I find that it is really helpful, because sometimes a doctor, because they're not going through it, it's nice to hear from others that are going through similar things to yourself. But at the end of the day, I can't offer that professional advice, so just be aware of that as well. But anyway, I hope you guys have had a wonderful weekend. I'm going to go put some warmer clothes on. I'm absolutely freezing. I don't know why I've got some like t-shirt on. And it's autumn and practically feels like winter today. So anyway, I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your weekend, and I will see you next Sunday with another video. Lots of love. Mwah.